beware, Valley Club, do not build a new Avengers right now. There's an event coming up in just a few short days that you're going to want to wait for if you're going to build this team. We also have the kit reveal for Tigra, the 5th member of the new Avengers. How good is this character going to be? We're talking about it in this video, and we got the reveal for the rest of the reworks to these new Avengers, transforming them from a dirty war defense team to a versatile war team. And if you're ready for all of that and more, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And boom, right into this video. Welcome to the channel, Valley Maniacs. I'm ValleyFlyin. This is the ValleyFlyin channel, and we are discussing the new Avengers and everything else surrounding this team, including required for the next legendary character. Now, if this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Everything to help your Marvel Strike Force experience, whether it be reveals like this, gameplay videos, question and answer videos, news videos, everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force is on this channel. But without further ado, let's go in and talk about this event that is coming up for these new Avengers, and it is starting on September 7th, Thursday. There's going to be a special event that rewards players that invest in the newest of the new Avengers in an event called Meet the New Recruits. The milestone is going to last a little more than 3 weeks and have several scoring criteria. So it says, players get points for unlocking the new characters in Ronan, Mockingbird, and Tigra, and you continue to earn progress by leveling up and ranking up any new Avengers character, which includes the Thing and Coulson. So if you're thinking of building this team for the next legendary character or war, wait until this event goes live, at least until you build up Thing and Coulson, because you're going to score points for building them up. You're going to earn points, even more progress by using the characters in war, and the more stars you have in the characters, the more points you're going to get. Agent Coulson and the Thing only going to receive point bonuses if they're at 7 stars, since there are older characters, whereas the other 3 members, war point bonuses are going to get 4, 6, and 7 stars. So nothing for 1, 2, 3, nothing for 5, but 4, 6, and 7 stars. You will get some bonuses in this event that is coming up. Even though it's part of the scoring, none of the 948 points for level of Avengers are factored into the milestone points required for the month-long milestone event. So it's just bonus points to get that secret defender shards a little earlier from the month-long milestone event. Now, if the player chooses not to take advantage of the new Avengers offers and only engages in weekly events during September, they still can reach milestone 4. So if you're not buying any of the offers for these war defense characters or these war characters, milestone 4 is where you can get to, and in those milestones, 1 million gold, 2 Apocalypse bounty orbs, and even more. But this does require unlocking 2 of the 3 new characters, leveling the new Avengers to 237 levels combined. So you're still gonna have to unlock them through their events, since it does go on for 3 weeks, but you won't have to purchase any to get to milestone 4. Now, if you're gonna rank up, build the newest Avengers, you're gonna get even more rewards. So some of the events or some of the rewards that are talking about for this event: T2 level 5 items, dark promo credits, fully crafted gear, tier 17 skill pieces, bio gear, immunity uniques, Elite 7 orbs, and more. So if you're going to choose to take part in the event, again, it starts on September 7th. Moving on to Tigra, the newest member of the new Avengers, with the traits Hero, Global, Bio Protector, New Avengers. Not much changes from what we saw in the blog post from last Friday. The basic: attacking the primary target, 250% piercing, applying bleeds, chaining to adjacent target for 200% piercing, and applying bleeds. Lots of piercing damage, lots of bleeds. If the target already has bleeds, apply an additional 2 bleeds to that target. So with these bleeds, it is factored on the attacker's stats. So the stats for Tiger will matter for these bleeds. The bigger you build her, the bigger those bleeds damage will be. In war, you're also gaining an evade up to a maximum of 5. Counterattack will break the chain. ISO 8 counter assist chance, very similar. You're still attacking the primary target for 175 piercing and applying the bleeds instead of that 250. If the target already have bleeds, you're still applying those 2 additional bleeds to that target, and you're still gaining an evade up to a maximum of 5 in war. The special, 7 out of 7 energy cost, so still available on turn 1. Attacking the primary target, 300% piercing, 2 bleeds, rebound chain to 4 adjacent targets, 280% piercing, and applying bleeds. You're gaining an evade up to a maximum of 5, gaining a taunt up to a maximum of 3, also gaining defense up and 3 death proof. That is solid. In war, you're gaining an additional 2 evades up to a maximum of 5, also gaining immunity, also gaining safeguards, and it cannot be blocked or counter attacked. So she does look like she is that protector, based more on evade. So kind of a protector, kind of in line with Spider Weaver, although you're doing it more for these evades and not necessarily disrupting the accuracy of your opponents. Still kind of the same effect, at least for a few turns there. The ultimate 6 out of 8 energy cost, which means you're not going to be able to use this on turn 1. Attacking all enemies 500% damage, big AoE attack, clearing immunity, applying 2 bleeds for 2 turns, gaining 1 evade up to a maximum of 5, gaining another taunt up to a maximum of 5, and in war, applying slow and trauma to all enemies. That is strong. Applying additional bleed for 2 turns to all enemies, gaining additional evade up to a maximum of 5, an additional taunt up to a maximum of 3, and it cannot be blocked. And the passive for Tigra looks very strong as well. On spawn, 2 evades itself and a random adjacent new Avenger ally. On dodge, fill speed by 3%, gaining 20% damage, and she's gonna be dodging a lot with all those evades that she has, gaining 15% more max health. So more damage, more max health, and in war, on spawn, she's gaining that speed up on spawn by 3, up to 3 evades, up to a maximum of 5 to all new Avenger allies. So they're gonna be evading as well. Lower damage reduction for 25% for all enemies with bleeds. So you want to get as many bleeds on there as possible on your enemies. Lower resistance by 50% for all enemies with bleeds. New Avengers gonna gain that 20% damage in war and also 15% max health. So she looks very, very strong. Looks like a good protector. And I do like that they switched this team from a war defense to a war team. So doesn't seem as horrible to invest in if this is like an infestation team or heroes for hire team. Ronan, we saw the changes to his kits in last Friday's blog post. Basically, everywhere that it said on war defense, it is now in war that he's getting these bonuses. So reducing the primary targets on the basic, applying trauma on the, it's actually the ultimate here, not the special, but he's applying trauma on the ultimate, and the passive, he's gaining more speed. New Avengers are gaining speed, and enemies cannot fill their speed bar at the start of the match. Mockingbird also got some similar updates as well. Mainly all of the attacks, all of the bonuses that said on war defense are now on war. The base of a Mockingbird had no callouts to war defense, so that did not get changed at all. Still doing all that healing on the basic. The special, this did say on war defense when we looked at the kit earlier, but now it is just applying to just war. In war, the special is also going to clear bleed from all new Avenger allies, applying immunity to this character, new Avenger allies, generating ability energy for 4 random new Avenger allies or self that are not at full energy at the start of the current turn, and it cannot be counterattacked and blocked. The ultimate, still the same amount of cooldowns. Basically everything that they said about war defense is now in war. Gonna flip the taunt on all enemies, reduce the speed bar of enemies by 7%, plus 7% per new Avenger ally. Fill the speed bar for a random Ronan ally by 20%. Applying stealth defense up and death proof for the summon shield medic. Gaining 2,000% extra focus for the attack. This attack cannot be counterattacked or blocked. And the passive, the bonuses that were just on war defense are also applying to war as well. In war, applying taunt, defense up, and death proof with summon shield assault. Gaining 15% max health. New Avenger allies are going to gain 15% max health. Summon shield assault and shield medic allies gain 40% max health. And summon shield assault and shield medic allies are gaining more damage as well. These are still going to be fodder. These aren't going to be doing too much as far as damage or surviving too long. But I guess it just helps them to survive a little longer so that they can be that fodder for your enemies. Moving on to the changes for the Thing. Thing got some stat increases as well, and these are different than what we saw previously. The health was going up by 16%, 31% for damage, 19 for armor, 86 for focus, 13 for resist, and 16 for speed. A little different now, some not as big as the bonuses. The health went up by 17% instead of the 16. The damage only going up by 30% instead of 31. Armor only going up by 18% instead of the 19%. The focus stats is only going up by 10 instead of 86. The resist is going up by 86 instead of 13. So it looks like the resistance and the focus got flip-flopped. And the speed is going up by 16%. And pretty much the same thing that happened with Ronan, the same thing that happened in Mockingbird is what is happening with Thing as well. In war, not just on war defense, flipping deflect, minor deflect, and death proof on the primary target. The ultimate, instead of just on war defense, in war, earning positive effects on the primary target, applying disruptive for 2 turns and trauma for 2 turns, gaining 2,000% extra focus. This attack cannot be blunt or counterattack. but is still on war defense just to make him a little more targeted with what he's going to do. His attack is going to attack the enemy with the highest focus instead of ignoring taunt. Not going to appear to do that on war, which if you're using a war offense is fine because then you can select the target as long as you're not trying to avoid the taunt. But just on war defense, you're going to attack the enemy with the highest focus instead of selecting your target on war offense. Also, the passive on war, not just on war defense, on spawn, filling the speed bar by 7%, plus 7% per new Avenger ally. When an enemy attacks this character, Fantastic Four, or new Avenger ally, this character does not have a blade block, attack that enemy for 150% piercing. In war, the target is a bioprotector, clear 5 charge, cannot be resisted, and gain 75% extra damage. Moving on to Coulson, also got some updates to stats, but that's some insane stats boosts. If we look at what it said in the previous blog post, health going up by 100, damage 59, armor 54%, focus 73%, resistance 38%, and speed by 4%. But if we look at what the changes are going to be, health 200% instead of 100%. He's going to be a beefy Coulson. Damage still going up by 59%. Armor going up by 150% instead of 54%. Focus going up by 173 instead of 73. Resistance going up by 86% instead of 38%. And speed still going up by 4%. So still the same effective speed. And as far as the changes to this kit, pretty much everything that was added that said war is now going to, or war defense is now going to apply to war. And some of the older things that said war defense is now going to apply to war as well. The special is where we're going to see the first change in war, transferring 4 positive effects from the primary target to all non-minion shield and new Avenger allies. We're also going to flip the positive effects on the primary target. And in war, this attack from the special cannot be counterattacked or blocked. The ultimate, well, you're still going to do offense up to shield and new Avenger allies, but instead of war defense in war, doing all positive effects from the enemies with the most damage. Also in war, this attack cannot be counterattacked and blocked. You're still getting that 200% extra focus for the attack. And the passive, pretty much everything got changed. It was pretty much all war defense. Now it's war, gaining 40% max health. Shield allies gaining 40% max health. On spawn, applying immunity to all shield and new Avenger allies. 120% resistance, and shield allies are also gaining that 120% resistance as well. And that is it for these changes. Hopefully you did not start building a thing, and Coulson, hopefully you could get the maximum points for these events. And hopefully these changes give you more versatility in where you're going to use this team, not just on war defense, kind of use them like the nowhere. So they're going to be good on war offense and on war defense. Let me know what is your favorite part of this blog post, the Tigra kit. Is it the new event that is coming up, or is it just that these are not going to be just a war defense team? Thanks for watching though, guys. Hopefully this video helped you. If it did, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It is free for you. It helps out the channel immensely. And I will see you guys next time. And if you want to check out what are the best teams to invest in right now, make sure you check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.